Hey everybody, welcome to Martin Luther King Day. Happy MLK Day on the Parker and the Man page at yournews.com. Mark Wilson here with the webcam on this January the 18th. And it's, usually around this time it's like 2 below zero, and got a pretty nice day out there today, and the rest of this week too in the 30s. And a good day for Martin Luther King Day. We'll get to that in a little bit. But first of all, check out the column today, because this coming Saturday, the 23rd, is already Tiger Fest. Woo! That's right. You can go out to see your favorite Tigers, get autographs, check them out, and see what's going on. I think they're still in trouble. I think there's a long way to go before we get down to Lakeland and any kind of thought that the Tigers have something going on for 2010. The signing of Jose Valverde as a closer, I'm not going to rip on it. I looked at the numbers. Obviously, his saves were way off in the last 2 years. He was the NL leader in 07 and 08. They kind of overpaid to get him, but you have to overpay. It's the bad team tax, and even though the Tigers aren't a bad team, I'm not saying that because they did get this close, but were they really this close? And that's what we have to figure out. And for Verlander and Porcello, do they have some accompaniment on the starting rotation? Did the Tigers lose too much with Polanco going and the rest of those cats, Curtis Granderson? The other part of this is, though, the off season is for selling tickets, and I got my little, request to up and ante the season tickets. And the problem is here, they didn't get you anybody to get excited about. Juan Gonzalez, even though it didn't turn out well 10 years ago, we were excited about getting him here. Pudge Rodriguez, Matthew Ordonez, those were big names, excited to have them in Detroit, and maybe the kind of guys that sell tickets. Jose Valverde doesn't sell a ticket. Max Scherzer doesn't sell a ticket. Phil Koch, Daniel Schlereth, Austin Jackson, the guys they got in the Granderson trade, don't sell a ticket. The Tigers didn't get those guys. There was a rumor that Jim Thome was here. If you bring me a 560 whatever home run hitter, and the guy that can pop him out to the right field area with that left-handed bat, I might, and I'm a little more excited. But Valverde's not the guy that's going to get it done. In fact, very out of focus with Valverde. Jim Leyland right now, this team is very out of focus because I don't know what you have. I don't know where it stands after that loss to Minnesota in the opt-in game, the play-in game before the postseason, which of course was won by the Minnesota Twins. So a lot of shaky ground for the Tigers before Lakeland, Florida, and the reason I'm writing it today is we are exactly 1 month away from the start of spring training down in Lakeland. Pitchers and catchers report on February the 18th, so 1 month from today. So check that out, the column. Also a little baseball trivial we like to call it in the Parker and the Man Show. Trivial with an L mark. Why? Because it's so damn trivial. That's what Rob used to say. A couple of trivia things, and one is, it's always interesting to find out who was the best of the decade. What pitcher ended up being the winningest pitcher of the decade, of the 2000s, first decade of the 2000s? We all know Jack Morris was the top winning pitcher in the 80s. If you're a Tiger fan, you know this stat. In the 90s, I believe Greg Maddux. Maddux wasn't that far away in the 2000s either. Can you imagine doing it in 2 decades? But he was not. So you'll see the answer to that if you read the baseball trivia portion in the tweets and feet section of my column today. The NFL stuff, the amazing win by the Jets over the Chargers in San Diego. That city was all fired up for football, San Diego. The Chargers, here they go. Norv Turner finally going to get off the schneid. And they to lose. Forget drilled or lose by a point, doesn't matter, to lose to the Jets. And again, shout out Lions. Rex Ryan and Mark Sanchez, rookie coach, rookie quarterback, just got to the AFC Championship game. Again, second year in a row, like Flacco and Harbaugh last year. You guys went 2-14. Just shows you again that rookie quarterbacks and rookie coaches can get there, and they've done it now a couple straight years. Don't forget about Matt Ryan and Mike Smith in Atlanta either. They didn't get to the championship game. We got to the postseason last year and did fine this year too. And of course, Brett Favre, 40 years old. This is not a Favre-free zone today. How about the end of the thing? He throws the touchdown pass to Shinko to make it 34-3. He already threw 3 to Sidney Rice. Keith Brooking goes crazy from Dallas, saying, how classless it is that Favre would go for it, with under 2 minutes to play when they already had a blowout win. But you know what, Keith? Stop your crying, baby. Come on. Go call your mommy. I mean, come on. You want to not have a 4th touchdown pass thrown? Stop them. I've never believed in this not running up the score thing. If your defense can't stop the offense, unless we're talking 100-0 on something, but if you can't stop this is an NFL game. Grow up, be a man, stop the team, or just stop belly aching about it. That's what Keith Brooking of the Cowboys did. Tony Romo was sacked 6 times. Wade Phillips, I heard the guys on Fox yesterday. I think he should go. I think they needed a change at the coaching spot there. I don't think they're going to be any better than that. With Phillips as coach. Winning one playoff game is not enough there. And you can see Jerry Jones thrilled about it, so that might happen. But anyhow, Brett Favre 40, and he did the pants to the ground thing. The thing was just on American Idol on Wednesday, and the Vikings in the locker room together with Favre leading it were doing pants to the ground, heck to the side, pants to the ground. Oh, that was funny. It was just Wednesday, and it was a Fox thing. It was Idol, and there's Favre doing it in the locker room after the victory. So I got my picks too. I think Indianapolis will end up beating the Jets. That'll be the end of the ride for the Jets and Mark Sanchez. Of course, the Lions could have had, but what was Matt Stafford? And I think that New Orleans and Drew Brees and Darren Sharper will see his old Packer buddy Favre. I think New Orleans will move on. So I think it'll be the Saints for the first time against the Indianapolis Colts for the Super Bowl. Unless Favre does some more amazing things, and I wouldn't put it past him. Jerry Stackhouse looks like he's going to Milwaukee. The former Piston is going to sign again. He has not played this season in the NBA, but looks like Stack is going there to the Milwaukee Bucks, join Scott Skiles. They need help with the loss of Michael Redd for the season. Stack's 35, says he's healthy. Just drove by his house yesterday, old house on Commerce Road yesterday. And so the former Piston looks like he's in Milwaukee. Of course, they're all playing today. Martin Luther King Day means basketball in the NBA, 12 games, and they'll honor MLK today. And boy, and I wrote this, I have a dream means more than anything ever in this day and age, that's for sure. And the start of the Australian Open Tennis Championships. We have our first big major upset loss. Maria lost to Maria. Sharapova loses to Kirilenko. That Maria Kirilenko, both are 22, by the way. I mean, obviously Sharapova's done a lot more than Kirilenko in her time, both from Russia. But that Kirilenko, smoking. And she did a great job beating Maria Sharapova even before the seats were cold down there in Melbourne, Australia, where it wasn't as hot as it usually is for the Australian Open. All right, so there you go. There you have it. Check it all out. You got the column on the Tigers, what's going on a month before spring training, a little trivia for you to enjoy on this Martin Luther King Day. The Jets over the Chargers, Vikings rout Dallas. Pants to the ground from Brett Favre. He actually did that. Still couldn't believe he did it. Jerry Stackhouse to Milwaukee. More on MLK Day and the NBA games, and Sharapova's loss at the Australian Open. That's it. There you go. Have fun with it. We got a lot coming up this week on the Parker and the Man page at yournews.com.